What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It's time for a brand new video, and we have an update, people. Transfer talk update in a winger that could possibly come in and which would leave to another possibly leaving, and we'll get into that in this video. And there's a little future update of a possible windfall for Leeds United coming in from a sale of a past player. So let's get into this, because I'm doing this as the Man City Tottenham game's going on. So like the video for that alone, please. But Sasha Tavalieri has updated us saying here, Leeds United now lead in the race for Dilane Bakwa. Leeds are now ready to meet Strasbourg's expectations, which is around 35 million euros to make a deal happen. Forest has not left, but the newly promoted side are now ahead. And obviously Forest keeping Hudson-Odoi, signing Omari Hutchinson and a couple of other wingers as well. I swear they've signed another winger too, in addition to what they've already got. Would probably mean there's a bit of a logjam there. By the way, crazy things going on at Forest, man. If Nuno leaves, wow. And if they go to Ange, I mean, how could you get a complete opposite? I know that it's said that the chairman doesn't like the style of football, but whoa, going from Nuno to Ange, that's like the complete opposite ends of the spectrum. But anyway, back to us. Dilane Bakwa. This is the kind of stardust that we've been needing. Now, he is not the complete product. I've mentioned this before, but the potential level of this player is insane. And if we can get him to add to what we've got, when you've seen us do the starting 11s and everything else like that, it will look a lot different. Obviously, if you can get us that real number 9 up front, one of the itches, as we say, one of the itches, Demirović, Mitrović, then it just makes the team look so much more solid. And you're seeing what's happening in the Premier League, people. Look, we haven't played Arsenal yet, as I'm recording this video, but you saw what happened with West Ham and Chelsea. This is an opportune season for 2 of the promoted teams to survive. You probably won't get a better opportunity than to then build in your second year and become, try and become an established Premier League team. And these kind of signings can do it for you. And we're in a good spot. There's no turmoil behind the scenes. There's unhappy players, but that happens in every club. But we are in a good spot right now. So add to it, add to the strength of the team. And Dilane Bakwa can be that X factor, playing off the right with the left foot. It gives us something completely different to what we've got. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. At the stage of where we are in the transfer window and the targets that we've missed out on, this is the kind of level what I would hope that we were going for. Now, has the price been inflated? It's definitely inflated, people, for sure. Strasbourg know that there's now a supply and demand kind of thing going on, but they will also look around the market as well and see what other kind of wingers have gone for around this figure and know the potential of Bakwa and say he's worth that. So if Leeds United deem him worth that, then they'll pay it. Okay, and we haven't got long now. We've got 8 days until the window closes. So there's no, we've got an interest now, wait 3 weeks. No, you've got to get on it now, especially if someone else is going to come in and try and gazump this transfer, which we've been victim of this transfer season already. So for me, and Bakwa's already got an assist in the game already. So he's already, started cooking this season. Go and get him, man. He gives us an X factor, someone that will do something different with the ball, someone that is willing to take people on with a bit of trickery, not just like pace and power like we've got in the team right now with Nonto, James. Harrison's not pace and power, but he'll just get to the byline and whip one in if with his head down. But Bakwa will take on a play, take people out of the game, draw fouls. And obviously that's going to be important for us, as we should be a threat on set pieces with the kind of plays that we've got in. So we'll keep an eye on this one. Hopefully there's another positive update over the weekend. But yeah, Bakwa, it looks like Leeds United are ahead. Give me your thoughts on that. But what it could lead to, people, is something that I think we've deemed inevitable at this stage, is that Ramazani could be on the exits. He didn't appear off the subs bench against Everton when there was opportunities to get him on. Harrison came on before him. And we saw this many times in the Championship last season. And Graham Smith put this out, hearing that Larger Ramazani hasn't travelled with the squad ahead of the Arsenal game. No idea if there's an injury. Of all the wingers, he would be the likeliest to attract interest. Would be a shame if he went difference maker on the ball at least, see what Farkas says and everything else like that. And Graham's right, and a lot of you have made that point as well, and you're not wrong. If you're going forward, out of the attacking options that we've got now, and listen, you maybe include Okafor in that. Maybe he is the difference maker. But I just think it's a simple case of Farkas not liking the player. We've seen Ramazani, and listen, people, don't mention attitude issues in the comments. Don't do it. Because it always happens with this. Don't hear it for Gelhardt, even though Gelhardt starts the season, in shape and then goes on the season, gets heavier. Don't hear it. But no, Ramazani came back in the summer, with the whole thing. We saw what he said in regards to understanding why he was dropped towards the end of the season. Even if he didn't understand it, he came back with the right attitude, saying, "Listen, I understand what the coach needs me to do. I'm hungry to do it. I want to play in the Premier League with Leeds United, and I'm ready to work." That was the message. And we're not here to play. That was another thing he says. We're here to compete. But obviously, whatever it is, and again, we are not Daniel Farker. Only he will know. And he's not going to say honestly at this stage. He won't say it until he probably leaves Leeds United. We won't know the real reason. We can guess, speculate all we want. It's just a case of the manager not fancying the player. And when we're looking at Demirović, who we're also looking at as a striker, why would you get rid of a 17-goal striker that's, come up with the goods at Stuttgart? Well, it's because the manager don't want you anymore. Stylistically, he doesn't want him. So there's always different reasons for it. But I did have the feeling, and we've said this in previous videos, that larger Ramazani will probably be departing. I just felt like the whispers of a loan out is just too loud at this stage. And it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, if for us to loan him out. I don't know about selling him. I don't know if we're going to do that. But I think a loan out, give him a year away. We'll see what we are in a year's time. We could, as I've said before, we could survive with Farker. We could survive without Farker. We could get relegated. So we don't know where we're going to be in a year, but reassess it then. Because I just don't know. When you look at it, when we signed him, 12 million at the time, everyone was on board with it, weren't they? In terms of that, everyone knew of that. They did their background checks and everything else like that. Just obviously something isn't there. So this is one where there's no point just keep on saying start Ramazani. It's not going to happen, is it, people? He's not seeing the pitch. But I think we will see Ramazani depart come the end of the window for sure. I think that's pretty much inevitable at this stage, and he will have a host of clubs lining up for him. Whether we send him to the other 49ers club owned Rangers on loan, that could be beneficial. I mean, he'll have a whale of a time in the Scottish League, but he could head back to Spain. Who knows? We'll see where he ends up. But yeah, I think Ramazani's time is up at Leeds United, at least for now, people. At least for now. But give me your thoughts. Make them sensible in the comments, please. If they're not sensible, before you press send, think, is this sensible? Don't send it. Simple. But listen, another one just to, for Leeds United's future coffers. David Ornstein put this out yesterday. Borussia Dortmund approached Toulouse over a deal to sign Charlie Cresswell. Opening bid for the 23-year-old centre-back rejected as fall below Toulouse valuation. Talks on England under 21 international continues, and yeah. So yeah, listen, we've known that Charlie Cresswell is going to be wanted property over the summer. I hear our sell-on percentage is only 15%, and when you think about it, with 3 years left on his deal for an England under 21 highly rated international as well, 15% sell-on, especially when you're seeing other clubs with their 25s to 35%, is very low. People, the deal when we sold him, I still maintain was a poor one. And again, Farker is the manager. If he doesn't fancy him, he doesn't fancy him. Got it. But at least make the deal a bit more lucrative for Leeds United. I know 15% it's better than nothing, but I still think we could have added a bit more on that, maybe 25 at least. But yeah, we'll look out and see what Charlie Cresswell actually goes for, because whatever that sale is, we will get a percentage. So we'll look out for that. But very interesting that Charlie Cresswell now has interest from Borussia Dortmund. So good luck to Charlie, man. Just keep on ascending. And that is it for the video, people. Please like the video. Helps out the channel. Also, if you can see the hype button in the comment section, if you scroll over from comments, hype the video as well. That helps out a lot. Guys, if you're seeing me before the Arsenal game, I'll see you after the Arsenal game. If you see me after the Arsenal game, then check the Arsenal match reaction if you haven't seen that. Peace out. See you in the next one.